What would you do if you could sell your home for $50,000 more? What would that do for you and for your bottom line? Well, that opportunity still exists out there in Chevy Chase. You're about to see in this video why Chevy Chase homes for sale are such a hot commodity. So if you've been curious and you're a home seller there, then let's dive right in because this video is going to deliver. Your area, Chevy Chase, is one of the strongest performing markets in the area right now. Homes there are only staying on the market for about 20 to 30 days, and they're selling at a median price point of $1.2 million. So sellers are truly cashing in. So if you're thinking, well, is this the right time to sell, Natalie? Let me show you why Chevy Chase homes are still commanding top dollar despite national trends. Are buyers still interested in these homes despite the fact that the interest rates have fluctuated the way that they are? We've talked about that in a lot of the markets. The interest rate has been a deterrent oftentimes from individuals entering into the marketplace. And we've also talked about the fact that it has leveled to some degree, how that has helped individuals to come into the marketplace. But in Chevy Chase, despite the fact that the interest rates were so high, buyers were still interested in the market on a month by month basis. So even despite these rate hikes, Chevy Chase real estate remains highly desirable, especially for buyers who are looking for luxury. Low inventory means buyers are still waiting to compete, and they're competing fiercely, even at these higher price points of well over $1 million. And the prices of these homes in Chevy Chase continue to be strong and they continue to be steady. So, why is that? Because it's not just a home, it's a lifestyle. There are so many new developments projects that are on the horizon there. And these development projects continue to push the home values even higher. So there's new things like new mixed use developments near Mazza Gallery. And that's going to bring exciting new retail. That's going to bring residential spaces. The area is becoming even more attractive to area buyers. And Chevy Chase houses for sale are in close proximity to these developments. So although you have this urban living, you have a suburban feel because Chevy Chase is filled with single family homes. And you as a seller know that. And because it has that blend that is so different than any other part of Washington, D.C., these homes continue to be in high demand. Well, let's look at the numbers though, and let's see exactly how the market is performing because the numbers never lie. If we look at our matrix, we get to see Chevy Chase. So here we are with the pricing trends. And so we're looking at the pricing trends and we're going to go from October to September of 2024. So in October of 2023, we were at just about $800,000, all home types. So that's going to include our detached properties. That's going to include any federals or row homes that we have. That's going to include condos, co-ops, and so forth. And I'll switch it around just so that you can see how it continues to perform. But as you can see, there was a steady rise in value of property there in Chevy Chase. We had a slight drop off in March, but once again, it jumped right up. And right inside of that time, that's when the Federal Reserve was going back and forth inside of talks and what are we going to do? And the interest rates were extremely high. And once things began to level out, and then also we had all of that going on with the NAR verdict and the NAR ruling at that time, the verdict had not completely been carried out. And so it did affect our markets slightly there in Chevy Chase. But as you can see, it jumped right back up in April. And then we had a huge spike there in June because our summer market, it is very strong. And even as we came out of our summer market, I mean, the leveling off. So, and a lot of times, as I've always said, that when we see a hike this much, we would have to go into the particulars of the market and see, okay, what property, there's probably one or two particular properties that sold right within the market and it drastically changed a more level pricing trend. Even here in September, we continue to be at a little over $1 million. So just like we said, and the market continues to be extremely strong. If we go just to detached properties, we can see there that we're at 1.3 million. So see how that makes a slight difference. When we are looking at a mix of properties, we're looking at townhomes, condos, and single families. There could be a decrease because now you're taking in values from all three metrics. But when we're looking at just the detached homes, we're at $1.3 million. And again, when we were June, it was at $2.2 million. More often than not, we can see that we are well over $1 million. So then if that is the pricing trend, it's good to see, well, what are our days on market like? And just as we spoke about in the beginning of the video, actually, it's even lower. In September, it was actually 8 days on market. In those colder months that we were at about 69 days on market. Other than that, our days on market are very small for these detached properties. So again, as a seller, this is something that you are extremely interested in because it just shows you how strong the market is. And if you have an interest in selling your property, then obviously now is an amazing time to take advantage of this particular market. And the last thing I wanted to look at is really the supply and the demand. And so we are just at about 2.5 months worth of supply. So it really is a seller's market. It's when we get over 6 months worth of supply that we're in a buyer's market. So this is a seller's market, and it is a time where you can capitalize on the buyers that are feeding, and they're flowing into the Chevy Chase market. They're looking for properties that are single family homes. They have a lot of appeal. They have a single family, they have a sprawling yard. They have off-street parking, wonderful spaces for entertainment. They've been highly updated and renovated, and they're extremely attractive to incoming buyers into the DC market. So again, can't stress enough how much now is an amazing time to take advantage of this Chevy Chase market. Why do people keep flocking to Chevy Chase? Why are buyers willing to pay top dollar for these homes? Why are these homes selling so quickly? It's all about lifestyle, as we said. There's tree-lined streets, there's easy access to upscale shopping, and truly being minutes from Rock Creek Park, families love living there. Individuals who want, again, that urban lifestyle, a great walk score, the ability to access one of the most renowned zoos in the world, the ability to access all this upscale shopping, be right on the pulse of the downtown market if you need to go into the city for work, and yet have this suburban feel with tree-lined streets and phenomenally rated schools. It really makes for a beautiful mix, and it makes for individuals being extremely excited about the Chevy Chase market. So professionals love this market. Families love this area. This is an area that is highly sought after. But what about economic trends? The Federal Reserve's decisions, have they over time impacted the Chevy Chase real estate market? Will we continue to see steady prices, or do we risk a slowdown because of the things that are happening with the Federal Reserve? Well, DC's job market, especially for higher professionals, is strong, and particularly in the area of government and tech. So buyers are insulated to a large degree who are in those areas, who are in those constructs, from broader economic slowdowns. And so that incubates the Chevy Chase market. And so the homes there, not only are they selling fast, but the buyers who are coming in, they recognize that these homes are a solid investment. And I believe, as a professional, a real estate professional, that this trend is going to hold, and that professionals will continue to seek long-term residence in prime neighborhoods like this one. So Chevy Chase all the way around has just so much to offer. It is an extremely attractive market. What are some of the top features? So if the homes are so attractive, then you as a seller want to know, what are some of the top features that buyers are looking for right now in Chevy Chase? And how can you leverage this boost that is happening in your home's value? Chevy Chase home buyers are willing to pay a premium for homes with updated kitchens, dedicated home office spaces, outdoor areas for entertaining, ensuring that they have off-street parking. So if you're considering listing your home for sale, there's a few key upgrades that could truly attract a motivated buyer that is willing to go above and beyond the asking price. And many will say, well, what is that, Natalie? I encourage you to utilize that tool that we have to get your home's value there in Chevy Chase. It gives you a nice overview and to some degree a granular outlook as to what the values of the homes are and how they are performing in Chevy Chase and how your home will perform, because we're not just looking at sold properties, but we're often looking at the pending properties with this particular tool that I offer. We look at the pending properties, we look at the listings. Those things are extremely imperative to see and in determining home value. And if in fact any homes actually expire, which normally they don't, they fly right off the market, but it allows you to keep pulse with the market. And then you also get to see, well, what are many of the renovations that have happened inside of these properties? So you know, if there is something that needs to be done to your property, you know immediately by looking at this constant churn of properties that are selling, you know immediately maybe areas that need a little bit of TLC inside of your home. And by doing just those small tweaks, you can earn an exponential amount of value. Is that $50,000 still within reach? Absolutely it is. Chevy Chase is a market that is in high demand, and now is a perfect time to explore selling. So if you're curious about what is my home worth, you're just one click away from an instant property valuation, or you can reach out directly, and I'd love to help you to navigate this market and really maximize your home for sale. As always, I ask you to like and subscribe for weekly market updates across the DMV. So not just in Chevy Chase, we cover the Arlington and the Alexandria market. We cover other areas within Washington, D.C. proper, and then areas within Bethesda, Rockville, and Silver Spring on the Maryland side. So please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so that you are notified as soon as those market updates come out. And let's talk about how to make the most of your property in today's market right now.